Ready?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Morning, everyone. So today we're starting our next project in the van, which is going to be part of our living space. And that is installing this fridge that we're sitting on, along with the slider that it's mounted on, underneath the bed. We also have this drawer that we're going to try to repurpose. It's out of the back of my old truck. So we'd like to try to mount the drawer on top of the fridge so we have some extra storage space for food or kitchenware or whatever it is that we want to put in there. So today's going to be a lot of measuring and figuring out how we're going to go about this project. Hopefully once we get it figured out, it won't take too long to put together.
Yeah. So, hope you have fun joining us on the next trip.
So take with you 1,000 kisses from my heart and all my wishes. My love I know is here to stay. Never go away, let me hear you say. When I see you in the moonlight, I can tell that this time is right. The feeling means that I love you, and this one's for you, for you only. For you only.
Alright, so our goal for tonight is to get our fridge slide mounted up. The way that we've kind of designed it to work is we're going to be putting a furring strip across the bottom, which is also going to help us in putting the facing on for the front of the garage here when we get to that point. And then we're going to take the platform that we built and mount it onto this furring strip. And then the fridge slide is going to go onto that platform so it can slide out here into the living area and be right by the kitchen. We also have a second smaller furring strip that I'm going to try to mount up in the middle, so in between the fridge and the drawer, also for facing, but in addition to having somewhere to run wires and tubes and anything else that we might want to run across the center of this area in the future. So if we make it that far tonight, I'll be pretty happy. If we make it further than that, we'll just have to see.
Take with you 1,000 kisses from my heart and all my wishes. My love I know is here to stay. Never go away, let me hear you say. When I see you.
Okay, so the original plan we had for the board to mount is not working. We thought we measured it right, but we messed up with the slides and forgot to measure those. So the 1/4 inch of space we had available is now not available. So we're going to take the furring strips off the platform and mount them directly onto those furring strips, and then we're going to drill through them and into the floor and hopefully the subfloor so they are a little more secure.
La da 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 So take with you 1,000 kisses. My love I know is here to stay. Never go away, let me hear you say. When I see you in the moonlight, I can tell that this time is right. The feeling means that I love you, and this one's for you, and for you only.
So we got the fridge slide in. It was a little different than we originally anticipated, But tonight was all about adapting and overcoming the situation. We had a thought in mind, it didn't work out. We brainstormed back and forth and came to a compromise in regards to how to mount it. It came out really well. Next order of business, or one of them, is we're trying to pick out what color we want for our cabinets. So we're going to tape these 3 up. These were the final 3, and then let us know what you think, but we're going to do some debating.
Alright, so we've got it all rewired up with the 10 gauge wire running up and over and around to our fuse box. The fridge is humming along, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it plugged in for an hour or so and come back out and check the plug and see how hot it is. On to the next thing.
So tonight our goal is to get the wall between the garage and the kitchen up. And it's done.
Alright, so we've got a few small projects that we need to finish up before we can really declare the garage area completed. I use that term loosely, but one of those things was getting our garage light wiring finally all secured and routed across. So the original plan was I was going to run the wiring across the front facing of the garage panels, but then we decided to put in the drawer, and so that kind of killed that idea. So then my second idea was we were going to put in that extra furring strip, which you may remember from the other video a few days ago, and that's what I was going to route the wiring on. But because of the clearance issues with the fridge and the drawer, you can see how close the clearance is. That idea wasn't going to work either. So this is what ended up happening. I'm happy with it. It's secure, it's out of the way. You can't really see it unless you're down here looking for it. And I think I'm gonna cross it off the list. You know, sometimes that's just how van builds go, especially if you're doing them for the first time. You know, you might have an idea of how things are gonna work out originally, and they don't work out that way, so you just have to improvise and figure it out.
And that wraps up this week's video.
Yeah, thank you for watching. I know that it was probably a little bit of a short one, but it was a project that needed to be done, so now we can move on to the kitchen.
Yeah. If you like this video, please hit the like button, comment down below.
Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Bye.